Okay, are we live? Are we live? I think we're live. I guess what was I doing earlier? The Kerbal funds are going. Right, Kerbal's already running. I click on that and click on that, and I can go close. I can start the KPRC server. Give it a few seconds. And I'll start the Kerbal chat thing. Oh, I was going to check something, wasn't I? If I was going to check the Kerbal chat. If I click that, can we get it to read from file anti-alias in vertical? Outline, chat log mode. Chat log line limit 6. Use custom text extents. Width 100. If I stick that to 300. Is that pixels? Oh yes, it's doing a carriage return now. Right, hang on. 700. Right, hang on. Sorry, I'm just messing with Kerbal chat. I was gonna test it before I started streaming, but I didn't test it. If I edit, I can't edit transform on the fly. Yes, I can, because I got to unlock that. If I go edit transform on the fly, the width we got is that's position 780. All right, so if I go 780 at the bottom, 780. There we go. Hopefully it'll go onto extra lines. The height can be whatever. We'll level at like 800. Right. What does that look like on the screen now? Press the wrong thing. Oh no, it's terrible. 100, 200, 300. Sorry, I'm just messing with some of these text transforms. The height is meant to be 300. Height is meant to be 300. So if I go, what's it? Down there. Yeah, it's on 300. Okay, right. I'll lock that. Bang. And then Kerbal should be fine now. So hopefully, because the text up here was doing a carriage return, was doing it when it wasn't doing a carriage return. It's making text physically smaller rather than carriage return in line. Doing new lines, scrolling the lines. So I just tried to fix that. I was going to fix it before. Right, we got a VIP in orbit. We've got to get them. They've got to get fuel up to... Right, let's launch fuel. We've got to get this VIP to Minmus or whatever. Actually, see if we can grab another Kerbal. If we can get another contract to go to Minmus. Otherwise, we're going all the way to Minmus with one Kerbal. Yeah, one Minmus. Is there another one? 2 tourists. Moon. No. Minmus, moon. No, we don't want to mess around going to the moon as well. Moon. No, let's just do this one tourist. We'll do the others later. We could take more Kerbals there for experience, couldn't we? Let me just take an antacid if I can find them. Hi, Gary Blue. Just try and see if this thing, just put it over there. It wasn't my initial intention to do this, but since we're on Minmus, you know, try it. Ice cream, yes, blue ice cream, or mint ice cream. Oh, my mother has got a mint ice cream in the fridge. I was meant to go to my mother's today, but I couldn't because my car was broken again. Right now, how do we do this? We're going to place it like that. J. Right, that's an RTG. Oh, this got to be. Remember, this Kerbal doesn't have a pack. Right, total power needed 3, total power available 3. This is probably never had enough power up here. Total power unit. Power units produced 0. Power units 1. Module 2. Disable part. I don't even know what we do with this. So anyway. Indeed, I'm going to grab some ice cream. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, enjoy your ice cream. Grab some ice cream. We got ice. Oh yeah, my dad wanted ice cream earlier. He said, "Oh, I'm going to get some ice cream." And, he said it. Oh, yesterday. I didn't go and buy any. Yeah, my car's not working, so no ice cream for me. What's the time? I could just walk to my mother's just to grab an ice cream at 1:30 in the morning. So where's this Kerbal's pack? This Kerbal's an engineer. Bring a scientist over. There's scientists in there. Looks like I might have a mosquito in my room. It's just hovering in front of the monitor. I think I got a mosquito in my room. And I'm wearing a strappy top. Great. I'm gonna be eaten alive. Actually, I put my lamp on. What I've got is a CD spindle in my room, and I usually grab a letter or a piece of cardboard or something. And then when I see the mosquito land on the wall next to my lamp, I just grab the top of the 50. It was like a CD spindle. I think it had like 25 or 50 CDs, DVDs in it. I got a bunch of blank CDs, Blu-rays underneath my desk because I still got the Blu-ray writer in my machine. What I do is I slap it on the mosquito and trap it, but I can't see where it's landed on the moment. Funnily enough, if we go in Kerbal here, where is it? Where's the rover? The rover I've called Mosquito Rover. Oh, and the Mosquito Rover has now crashed the thing. Yeah, the Kerbal chat thing doesn't work when you switch machines. Do your car not hunt mosquitoes? Do your car not hunt mosquitoes? I've had mosquitoes in the car. Yeah, I got it. I've got it. I got the CD spindle next to me. It's a CD spindle cover, and there's enough that I can trap insects in it. He's getting crazy amount of insects. Yeah. Typo a cat. Yeah. Moths. My cat only chases moths. She ignores flies and other things. She only chases moths. Whereas Cozzy, which I was not sure if you were here yesterday when I was talking, was it the other day when I was talking about the black cat, Cozzy, my mother's cat? And Cozzy chases anything. Right, what are we doing anyway? I'm going to bring this scientist out. Let's grab a scientist. We've got 2 scientists. Just going to Milfell. Oh, it is still working. It's still working. It just threw up a bunch of errors. The Kerbal chat script threw up a few errors, and it's not showing status, is it? Yeah, we're at 2 miles per hour. I suppose so. Why didn't status work? Hang on. Status, yep. Milfell is not telling the status. Maybe it's because we've got a Kerbal and not a vehicle. That's what I think it is, because we've got a Kerbal and not a vehicle. Just tab out. Can this do status? Yeah, it's just showing errors when we're switching machines. The status isn't working. Sorry, just getting distracted by my little Python script. Oh, apparently, can scientists do something with this? Or is this the experiment? This is the thing they can do with. Looks like you need more solar panels. That's what I thought. That's why I put the RTG thing here. Because the RTG should be solar power units produced, power units required, 0. Powered. Power units produced 1, powered units required 0, right? And this is power unit 0, produced 0, power units required 1, total power needed 3, total power available 3. And that says powered power units required 1. Science completed. So it's making science 0.02, but does it only give the option to transmit science once it's got over a certain percentage? Important is the order of setting up. Yeah, well, I'm not sure. Power, then com, then psi. The science is open, so it's been used. It's producing science anyway. It's gone to 0.03 while we've been here. Oh, well, I'm just going to leave it for the time being. There's another bunch on the moon. It's transmitting it by itself, so it should just, yeah. That's why. Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it just just gets regular transmissions of science, so we just leave it and it just does its thing. We mustn't do anything with it. I was under some impression that the scientists could do something with it. I mean, we've got a thing. That's a monopropellant tag. I thought that was a goo container then. Okay. All right. How many more seats we got on here? So hang on, how many Kerbals we got aboard? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got another seat. There's another seat. Like there's 1, 2 Kerbals in there. Yeah, every time I switch focus on machines, it throws up errors on the Kerbal chat script. Right, there's no Kerbals on there. We've got 2 Kerbals here. Just wondering if we should bring a... Alright, Lagerbert can come back because they got no experience whatsoever. Alright, where are they? Transfer crew. Transfer to there. There's a spare pack in here somewhere. There it is. You can have that just in case you need it on the way back. Alright, so we've got a lone Kerbal left on Minmus, all on their own. Do you have a lab here nearby? No, we don't have a lab. We don't have a science lab on Minmus yet. I mean, that we could put that on the to-do list. We could try and get a lab to Minmus. Why isn't there a pack showing? You got a pack. Oh, it's a different colour. Oh, okay. With a lab, you can upgrade your Kerbal XP. Yeah, you can do it on a lab, but you probably know about that. that could be one of my extra rules. I think I'd like to bring them back to Kerbin to get them to level up. But you're right. We could do with bringing a lab to Minmus. But I want to set up something like this on the moon as well. And have a rover on the moon and go and explore over there. Okay, it's time to leave. Nothing else we can do around here, is there? Yeah, the idea of those that sort of habitation module is it was expandable. It was meant to be expandable. Yo, I just joined. Can I have a recap of what happened? Okay, what I'm basically doing is just landing. Hi, Real Rocky. Yeah, I've landed a tourist on Minmus, and while we were there, we were messing around with some of the vehicles and some of the infrastructure I got up there. It's like I had an RTG for some science experiments which hadn't been set up, so I got a scientist out and set up this RTG, a radioactive thermal generator, something like that, radio thermal generator, an RTG. And now we're going to bring the tourist back to Kerbin. So we got to dock with a tug which is in orbit of Minmus and use that tug to fly us all the way back to Kerbin. And then we got to transfer the Kerbals into a deorbiting craft which is in orbit of Kerbin and bring them back. So we've got a few things to do yet. We've got like another hour and a half of streaming to get all this all done. And this is a career game, so money is an issue. Money is an issue. So we got that. Not a huge amount of money. I'm comfortable. I'd rather have more money than that. Right, where's the tug? Where's the tug? It's over there. It's over there. Set as target. Okay. Change our inclination. Descending. We need to do an ascending burn. And there's a cat under my desk who's fidgeting. So she may get up at any second and want attention. Right, let's change inclination. 0.8, 5. No, I know we can be a bit closer to the node to make it a bit more efficient. What is your cat's name? Michan. Michan. Hang on. If I click on placeholder. There you go. There's my little kitty. Michan. And she's She's on a buffet. That's why I'm sitting awkwardly on my chair, cross-legged, and I'm a bit uncomfortable because she's on the buffet under my desk. And I can't move her, when she's relaxed. Yeah, she jumps on the desk and she'll randomly jump on the desk or knock the mouse off or do something like, or sit on the keyboard. Okay, where are we? Where's the tug? We've got to find our tug. Let's do a pro grade burn from this side and then yeah, sounds uncomfortable. Still cute. I mean, as long as her welfare as long as she's comfortable, that's all that matters. We could have had more of a difference in our orbits to our target. It's going to take a number of orbits to get close to it. Wish I could have cats, but I'm allergic. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. You can still see cats. Take some antihistamines. Do you have any other allergies, Real Rocky? Do you have to take antihistamines every day or something like that? Because, I mean, I take loratadine. Oh, there you go. Mystery Goo from the surface has generated science. Oh, okay, it's the first time I've seen that. So it did work. No, but I do have asthma, and that acts up from allergies. Most of the time it's exercise induced. Yeah, exercise induced. Like I get these hives and things across my back when exercise induced. I take loratadine every day, and I got fexofenadine tablets here, and I got certidine tablets. They're all different types of antihistamines. Yeah, exercise induced, and you get the horrible things across your back. Dang. Yeah, I hate allergies. Yeah, it's a common thing now. Lots of people got allergies, haven't they? I mean, I'm not trivializing having allergies, but yeah, a lot of people. Right, what are we going to do? We're going to control from one of these and let's do this one. Control from here. And we've got to remember to turn off the engines because before we never turned off these engines and got us into a little pickle. So shut down engine, shut down engine, shut down engine, shut down engine. Oh, I have a weird allergy for bananas. Bananas! Makes you bananas. Concrete milk. Oh, concrete milk is a thing. I was wondering what you meant by concrete milk. I don't understand what concrete milk is. So is it a type of milk like a... Broke your finger. To make you tough, it's a joke. Oh, right, it's a joke. Because I was wondering if it's some sort of, what's it called, like skimmed milk with bits in it, like slightly gone off or something. Is it a figure of speech? I just haven't heard of it. Really weak concrete that's got a lot of water to aggregate and stuff. Concrete milk. Right, control from here. Those engines are off. That engine's on. Kerbals are aboard. Yeah, we can go home. 5. Concrete milk in the building world. So something, the sort of thing Grady from Practical Engineering would know about. You know, being a civil engineer. Right, where are we? We need to get back to Kerbin. Kerbin's over there. Sort of. Right, there's periapsis over there. So periapsis at 35. So if we move this around till it's the lowest, 30, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 25, 24. Set our direction relative to the maneuver. Make sure the other engines aren't going to fire, because at this point I've got to turn off the other engines. And when we fire to do the maneuver, it spins around. But milk is milk. Drink it. Lots of calcium. But coconut milk. If I press F5 now to make sure we're going to save, warp to next maneuver. Right. And then as soon as we get to the point in the right direction, we'll fire the engine. And off we go, coming back home. Actually, we've got to put that fuel. We can still fire the engine while we're transferring fuel. Yeah, I still got an engine activated. Shut down engine. There we go. Coconut milk is the worst. Yeah, I agree. I don't like coconut milk at all. Don't like coconut milk at all. Depends how you drink it. Because the last time I had coconut milk was out of a carton. And I thought, oh, it seems like a good enough drink. I'll try this. And then when I drank it, it was absolutely vile. I'm trying to remember where I last had it. I keep thinking, I think it was in the hospital. Not when I was in hospital. I was taking my father there. And I was just wanting to drink. Oh, I'll have this. Tastes good in the coconut, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Because I had coconuts when I was a child, but having the coconut milk from the carton wasn't very nice at all. Let's bring our orbit underneath the moon's orbit, so we're not going to get in the way of the moon. Coconut milk or water? Coconut water, coconut milk is the same stuff, isn't it? Or is there different stuff? Hang on, does status work now? Status. No, it's not working at all, is it? It's not working at all. I'm not sure, but water is inside, but milk is squeezed from this white part, isn't it? Wait, what? Oh, so what status is supposed to do is the way it's meant to work, but I was messing with the code. It's actually part of the Kerbal script up here. If you type in status, one of the Kerbals on board, or if it's a probe core, the probe core will it responds with current speed, what biome you're flying over, what's the fuel, communications. It'll just tell you what the current selective craft is doing, but it'll appear in the Kerbal chat up here. I'm sure Kerbal chat is working. Is Kerbal chat even working? Because I've been having errors. Yeah, it is error. It's on screen, but the Kerbal chat has been throwing up errors tonight. It's actually a Python script I've got running that connects to Kerbal, and it reads all the data that is inside the game as you're playing. But for some reason, I was messing with the script earlier, and it's not working now. I was trying to fix a bug, because every now and again the script just crashes, and it's not crashing tonight, but it's throwing up errors instead. Sorry, the code won't work. Yeah, the code won't work. But you've just got Kerbals saying things. And if you say, like, they're supposed to respond to chat. Like, if you say hi in chat, they're supposed to respond or hello, but that's not. It doesn't seem to be working either. And if you have a look at the previous stream, so if I type status, it will show status. Yes. Or just why? Yeah, if you type in status, exclamation mark status, it should, the Kerbals or the probe core will show you status on the screen. Or it's meant to show a status on the screen. Status, yeah, it's not working, is it? It's not working. I wonder if I should restore one of the old ones. I got a backup of the one I had before. Oh, the screen would be cool if the answer in the comments section. Yeah, I don't know how to access get things to answer in what you mean in chat itself. I don't know because the Python script that does actually have API access to YouTube, so I'm not sure if we could post stuff in chat. It's like it probably would post it underneath my nickname and my username in with YouTube chat. It might be possible. I'll look into it. But to be honest, that script is quite large already. Because did you see the chat-controlled rover we've got, Gary Blue? Were you here the other day? I know Cryptic saw it. Yeah, sorry, I need to remember all my regulars actually, and what things you've seen, because this is the same script that does the chat-controlled rover. But I assume that's not going to work either tonight. Wasn't? Yeah, Rocky wasn't here. Rocky wasn't here. Yeah, you did see it. You did see it. Yeah. Because I was quite proud of that. Yeah, Rocky, what I've got is one of my rovers. It responds through this script. It responds to things people type in chat. So you can say forward, back, left, right, and chat can drive it around. But now on the phone is too small. It'll be really awkward on the phone. Yeah, really awkward on the phone. Right, Cafe Alpha, not Cafe Alpha. Where are we? There you go. The crew deorbiter set as target. Very cool. Would have loved to have drive. Yeah, I'm just considering whether it's worth me going and restoring the old one, restoring the old script, just so we can have a go at driving the rover about. I was quite proud of getting the rover working. I thought it was really, really good. I mean, that's got bugs as well, because once chat takes control of the rover, I no longer have control of it, over it. Sorry, do you mean you can interact with your game? Yeah. Sorry, do you mean that I can interact with your game? It's mind-blowing. When do you stream? I usually stream at around midnight GMT every. But that's what I aim for, midnight GMT. But it's I stream whenever I feel like it. We've had a lot of hot weather lately in the night, and I haven't been streaming. I haven't been feeling comfortable. Sometimes I'm not very well. So I wait till we get back to KSC, and what I think I'll do is if I remember or feel like it, then I'll change the Kerbal chat script to the old one where the chat controls rover was working, and I'll show it off again. Just got to get this Kerbal back. I see. I might not be able to watch sometimes. Also, what time zone are you? UK, British Standard Time, or you got British Summer Time or Greenwich Mean Time, Zulu Time. I'm on summertime, so it's British summertime at the moment because I'm in South Wales. London time. Yeah, I'm actually in South Wales, so I'm not near London, but we're on London time. It's now 2:12. Let me have a look. Yeah, it is 2:12. It's 2:12. Got my phone next to me. Yeah, it's 2:12. Exactly 2:12. Okay, that in case I probably could watch. I'm in America and only 7 p.m. for me. Which part of America? Because one of the Kerbals just said, Topster just said Philadelphia, because I want to go to Philadelphia, but which is 5 hours behind. But I got a friend in Chicago, or just outside Chicago, who's like 7 hours, I think, is it? I think he said it's 6-7 hours difference. Make sure we're not changing the inclination. So we've got, this is the crew deorbiter. So we're going to dock to that, get the Kerbals on there. You can only bring 5 Kerbals back, not 6. So we got 6 aboard. So we've got to decide which ones are staying and which ones are coming back. The tourist has got to come back. Which state are you in, Rocky? Rockies? Which state? East Coast, West Coast, middle bit, North, South? I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, it's okay. But I was doing tests to try and memorize all the states and all the locations, and I got to do that test again, actually. Dang, at least the Kerbins will be with their photosynthesis. Yeah, I mean, that's how we think Kerbals survive for hundreds of years out in space. They photosynthesize with their green skin. Their skin is badass. The hex code for Kerbal's skin is BADA55, and it spells badass. So if you need the Kerbal green, that's the green I'm using for the text up here. That's how I got the green for the text. That's there. So if something went wrong with me, saying I'm in Colorado, I'm well there. Oh, you're in Colorado. What was that? Denver, Pikes Peak. And epic vistas. Yeah, Pikes Peak is cool. You can drive all the way to the top now, can't you? Haven't they paved it all the way to the top? It's not a dirt road anymore. Hang on. We're making a mistake here. We're making a mistake here on this orbit. I was trying to do a maneuver there, and that maneuver wasn't working. Why wasn't that working? All right, hang on. Let's do it. That's us, the ferret. That's us. Well, that's our target. Right, hang on. Yeah, they did pave it, but the railroad is more fun. Yeah, there's railroad to the top. There is. I mean, I was looking on Google Maps and the Street View, and I noticed the railway. Isn't there some sort of outdoor amphitheatre not far from there? All right, guys, I'm going to watch something boring because I need to go to sleep. All right, so thank you for being here, Gary Blue. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your boring thing you're watching. It's probably not that boring, but... Yeah, Rocky, isn't there some sort of outdoor amphitheatre in the mountains or in the rocks? You know, not far from Pikes Peak. You know, like an outdoor theatre. Not sure. I've got a feeling I've seen it somewhere. Anyway. I'm a bit you're far out from there. Yeah, I mean, I got to realise, because I'm in Little Wales, and I don't realise the sort of distances you have over there in the States. massive distances, and I got to realise I don't actually realise that you could be really far away from other things which are in your own state. Because I'm just in Wales. That's it. It's working now. We're doing the manoeuvre properly now. So let's bring these Kerbals back. Oh, it's good. It's only like a 50-minute drive. Not sure I can really remember. I want to drive. I want to drive again. I want to drive. Yeah, my car's got an oil leak. There's oil coming out of the exhaust when I start the engine. And I've discovered this morning, or yesterday morning, I've got a coolant leak as well. And I need 2 new front tyres. Yeah, my car's got issues. Sounds really bad. Yeah, it's always got something. I mean, my car's over 30 years old now, and we don't have brilliant like car maintenance resources in the UK like there are in the States. There's like all our garages tend to be like backstreet garages, whereas in the States you have those massive like companies that can maintain cars. I mean, you've got things like Ian Tyrrell, which is in North Wales, but then they deal with wealthy people. Yeah, I've got an automotive channel as well, because if I go to the cat, it says at the bottom where I've got like links to the automotive, Pebble Cups Automotive, like a Pebble Cups Aviation. Yeah, I know cars last much longer in the States, don't they? Because you've got a much bigger a much more readily available infrastructure to maintain cars. You know, there's more companies around to maintain cars, and there's better parts distribution, things like that. So cars over there last longer. Plus another thing is we're never more than 70 miles from the coast here, so you've always got the sea air, which makes cars don't last long. Makes cars not last as long. One of my dream cars is a Buick Riviera, an American car, Buick 71 or 72 Buick Riviera. I just think it'll be a nice barge to go around in, even though it's a bit big for our roads. Depends on what brand. Yeah, maybe it depends on what brand. But there's definitely a bigger car enthusiast scene in the States. There definitely is. There's far more car enthusiasts in the States than there are here. At least that's the impression I get. That's the impression I get anyway. I mean, like, you got Kerbal streamers like EJ, EJSA, because he's got his cars in the garage. Oh, I'm gonna go past. Do you know what a Ford GT? Yeah, I know what a Ford GT is. Yeah, I know exactly what a Ford GT is. Because you've got the original GT race cars, the GT40, and then you have the road-going GTs. There was two different models, wasn't there, of the GT, the road-going GT? It's my favourite car. Yeah, see, now the Mark II road-going Ford GT, the engine in that has gone into a British car recently, and that's a Noble. We're messing up this docking manoeuvre at the moment. Yeah, interesting. There's what was it? Noble M400, I think. Hang on, let me look it up. Noble M400. No, it's not the M400. Just going to look it up now. Yeah, the Noble M500. It's got a Ford GT engine. Even though I'm a Ford fan, I must admit they probably put that engine in and it instantly broke. I don't know. No, Ford engines aren't all that bad. Are they? Because there's one Ford engine, the Duratec V6, the 3-litre Duratec V6, that went into loads of cars, and that has always come across as a really solid, reliable engine. You know, the Duratec V6? Because it was used by Jaguar, and Jaguar used it in a load of engines. And what they did, they also mated, when Ford owned Aston Martin, they took this Duratec V6 and stuck two of them together to make a V12, and that's where the 6-litre Aston Martin V12 came from. They just literally two Ford engines stuck together to make from V6 to a V12. And of course, reliability also depends on things like maintenance and whatnot. Right, which Kerbals are going to go back? Which Kerbals are going to go back? So Lagerbert's going back because Lagerbert has been on the moon from Minmus for hundreds of years. Wildring can go back. He's a pilot. We could do with a pilot. And Mila's done the walk around on the moon. So we need that. Who's the tourist? Where's the tourist? The tourist is our Tomster. So Tomster has to come back. Right, we've only got one more seat and two more Kerbals. We've got Milfell and Arson. Milfell and Arson. They're both scientists, so I guess it doesn't matter. Milfell can come back. Okay, F5. We'll leave the fuel that's on there on board. We don't need any more fuel here. We got a bit of monoprop. We can get rid of some monoprop. What is your favourite landing engine in KSP? I don't think I have a favourite. I mean, what sort of landing? You can do repulsive landings on Kerbin, which I rarely do. We've got one vehicle that can do it, but I'm not very skilled at it. But I use these thuds on all the surface landers. That's what I've got on my surface landers. They all follow this basic plan form. The reason why the docking port's on top is because we can use it as a control from here. But all the flight engines, I use the Wolfhound because it's efficient. So almost all my craft use Wolfhound, but the launchers I'll use what's it called, the vectors. Landing on moons and planets without an atmosphere. I use a thud for everything. I use a thud for everything. Yeah, just use a thud. The reason why, because it's side mounted, you can mount them in fours like this. I mean, because you've got the landing gear here. The landing gear, so... I mean, that's why I did it. That's why I used them. But I have got other landers where I've had... not Reliance, what it is, the little engine that's on the bottom. I can't remember what it's called. Makes sense. Do you play with any mods? The only structural mods I've got of this light is the light and some science experiments. So we got that light, there is a mod, the nav lights, the aviation nav lights, and I've got some science experiments like the magnetometer boom, which comes from, is it? I can't remember what it's called, but there's and some science experiments. Apart from that, I'd use no structural mods, but I've got a few mods here. Waterfall effects for the engines. I got KPRC, which allows Python to talk to Kerbal, and I got science alert, and I've got this exit mod. This is one I've made myself. The exit. The exit is one I made myself. Is when you're in the atmosphere and you're barreling towards the ground, you click that and all the Kerbals just bail out and throw their parachutes. So that's what that mod does. That's one I've made myself. That's not publicly available. It still needs to be tested. It still needs to be tested. Click that, the Kerbals just bail out and activate their parachutes. That's what it does. Because there's been times when you've had an aircraft and it's been crashing, and you've got to manually click the Kerbal, click EVA, click on them again, get the parachute out, and I thought we need a mod for this. I'll click it, and all the Kerbals just bail out. Right, let's bring these Kerbals back. Let's bring these Kerbals back. That's cool. The only mod I made is one that adds flags to NASCAR-styled sponsors. That's a good enough. That's a good thing. It's good. I need to take an antacid. My stomach's hurting. Yeah, I've heard of Half-Life. I've got an original orange box Half-Life. I bought it when it first came out. I bought it when it first came out. I got a CD. It was on CD. Yeah, it wasn't on floppy disk for me. Though I had played Half-Life Uplink. Was it Uplink? Which was a demo. Yeah, when it first came out, I wasn't wealthy enough to have a big graphics card, and the graphics card I had was a 4 MB S3 Verge. That's the graphics card I had when I first played Half-Life. An S3 Verge. That was a long time ago. I think my car's older than that. That'd be 98, 99, something like that. You made a flab for Head Crab Company in your mod. Oh, brilliant. Head crabs. So what I'm looking at periapsis here. I'm getting the periapsis to around 80, 81, 82, and that's where I do the deorbit burn from. So I'm not using a lot of throttle at the moment in case we overshoot. This flag is Hyogoken, if anyone's interested, which is a prefecture in Japan, in Kobe. Where Kobe is, it's a prefecture. There we go. That's about 82. So then we do another circularization burn at periapsis, and then we can do the deorbit burn. Well, good thing about the Hyogo flag is that it works upside down, because some of the Kerbals may land upside down. I'll do. Right, F5. Right, let's get the position. Right, I do the deorbit burn roundabout by here, between the crater and this mountain range. And that should get us to KSC. Because this is a career game, the closer we can get to KSC is the more money we can get from returned parts. But just in case we don't land at KSC, we do actually have a fleet of vehicles, aircraft, ground vehicles, and a ship that can go out and pick up downed stages and downed Kerbals and bring them back to KSC. But it takes a long time to get them out, so I probably won't do it this evening. I'm pressing F5 to do a quick save. Right, we'll do deorbit burn. I've got a little like habitation module by there to show us where to get the path, the orbit. How long have you played KSP? I think this save is over 10 years old. There's this actual career save is well over 10 years old. I've got I've got 1,700 hours playing KSP, and I'm heading for 1,800 hours. Hang on, I'll tell you now. That's recorded hours, because, 1,757 hours playing KSP. Yeah, I got videos on the channel from this very save with some of these Kerbals, and I was looking at it. It was like 10 years. I'll try. I did a post the other day on YouTube posts saying how long ago was that save? If I have a look there. Right, let me view my channel. If I go to posts. Yeah, I had a post on can I copy a link? Does that work? Does that work? Yeah, I did a post on YouTube the other day saying that I had videos from 11 years ago with the very career save that we're actually seeing now. And some of the Kerbals that are on there are the same Kerbals in this very save. To be honest, it gets difficult once you go outside of minimus orbits, and some of the orbits, the maneuvers you do, they've got errors in the accuracy, so it's harder once you get beyond minimus. I know a lot of people seem to think you haven't achieved anything in Kerbal if you haven't gone past minimus, but to be honest, it's perfectly fine just to stay within minimus or orbit. I rarely go out there. Well, the link does work, thank you. Hi, Lucas. Yeah, the Kerbals aren't responding, are they? They're meant to respond to hi, to hello. When people come into the chat, the Kerbal's meant to respond, but it's not working tonight. My Kerbal chat script isn't working tonight properly. So I'm firing the engine now to try and see how close to KSC we can get. Good old re-entry time. I'm worried we're not slowing down fast enough. Yeah, we can usually get to the runway. But yeah, I thought we were going too fast then, so I popped the chutes early. Because I thought we were going too fast and we were going to overshoot, so... We run out of power. We run out of power, aren't we? Well, we do have vehicles to come over here and pick it up, but it's going to take too long. Okay, that'll do. Again, bring those Kerbals back. There goes Kerbals. They've a bunch of them have leveled up. 97.9% value on parts. Right. Right. What I'm going to do is just end the chat script now. Right. I've ended the chat script. Now I'll try and restore the old chat script. Where's got to find the right window for it, and then we'll have a go with the rover, chat controlled rover. If I can find the right window. So much stuff here. 21, was that one? That was one, wasn't it? So if I make a new folder and call it temp. Alright, and I'll copy that one there, copy that to there, paste it in there, rename it. Then I'll cut that and I'll paste it in there, overwrite to replace that file. Now if I've got to bring up the window again. CMD. We'll be there now, hang on. Yeah, Lucas, we broke the Kerbal chat script. If I go run, right, run, boop. Searching for active stream. It's found the active stream, PX, ERDZ, that's what, so KSP connected, system running. Right. Right, you still here, Rocky? I'll show you what we were talking about earlier. If we go F5, save it. Resume, we'll go there, go to the spaceplane hangar, and we'll have a go with the chat-controlled rover, if it works. It was working the other day anyway. Right, where is it? Where is it? Carp 1. See, it responds on what the rover is called. See, Chat Augmented Rover Project. I think Lucas saw this the other day, I think some people might be bored of it, but because we were discussing it on stream earlier, and it's worth showing off. It's worth showing off. It's really good and it works. Oh, Valentina's aboard. Valentina's aboard. Get to the daylight. Right, there we go. There it is. So if we type forward 1, it should go forward on its own. There you go. See, it's going forward on its own. And if we type in right, it'll. There we go. See, and now you can control it. See, so Valentina's just given a status report. Valentina says status report for Real Rocky pre-launch. I don't know if you can read it. Maybe the text needs to be bigger in the corner, actually. But you can control the rover. If you type in left, right, you've got stop as well. So if you type in stop, what it does, it immediately puts on the brakes, and that was one of the bugs we had before. You couldn't let the brakes off, but the brakes come off now. The problem is, you see, you said 10. What it does the maneuvers for a set of seconds, and the maximum seconds it'll do is 5. So if you said 10, it'll still do 5. So it won't do over 5 seconds. It's like if you type in forward 5, it'll move forward for 5 seconds. If you move left, it's not degrees, it's number of seconds it'll move left for. So that's how it works. So you go. My monitor's small and I'm watching this on. Oh, so you can't read the text up here. All right, so I didn't realize your monitor was small, because this text up here is what the Kerbal's saying. So when you have status, when you say status, it comes out of the ear. One of the Kerbals who are on board the current machine or probe core will say the current status. And it's up there. Backward 4. I gotta remember it's backwards, not backwards. There we go. Going backward for 4 seconds. You know, I thought it was a good thing to do. It's a good thing to mess around with, anyway. If nobody else wants to play with it, then I'll just recover it. Because one of the problems I've got now is, if we look down here, I've got no control over it. I've got no control over it. I feel there's too big of a delay between when I type and when YouTube shows your response. Yeah, other people have said that as well. Yeah, other people have said that as well. Yeah, I guess there's nothing I can do about that, because that depends on your internet and YouTube as well. And F3, that's it. Lucas is having to go now. Anyway, we've been streaming for 2 hours 35 minutes. I'm going to go and try and take something for my stomach in a minute. Esmeprazole. Also, what do you use to record? I might have a fix. What do I use to record? What, OBS? I use OBS to record the stream, to broadcast the stream. Does it do decimals? Yes, it does do decimals. So I think the lowest it'll do is 0.1, anywhere between 0.1 and 5 seconds. It will do decimals. Oh, we're going backwards at the moment. Hang on. If I go forward 1.1, it will do decimals. I don't know how many decimal places though. Okay, in OBS there is a way to think. I had the chat on the screen, meaning I could see when my response is actually. Oh yeah. Yeah, we could do that. No, so if chat was on the screen, you can see when your response is actually appearing. Yeah, I understand now. because I used to have chat on the screen with when I streamed on Twitch. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it with YouTube. Because I don't know how many connections to the YouTube API you can have, because this script is already connecting to the YouTube API. Because up here, the Kerbals respond with when a command gets sent to control the rover, the Kerbals respond. Like Valentina has said, steering right for 1.6 seconds, Roger that, Lucas. But the thing is, it's hard to see because you're on a small monitor. All right, you have to go. See you later. All right, see you later, Rocky. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the chat. I'll have to go to your state one day. It seems like a really, really nice state to go to. All right, Lucas, I'm going to have to stop in a minute because I want to take a rest. We've been streaming for 2 hours, 37 minutes, and it's 2:55 in the morning. Okay, sorry if you want to drive it round. I'm going to recover it. Okay, it's time for a rest. Oh, sorry, you're still going forward. I've just recovered it. So you got lag as well, I suppose. You got lag as well. I just recovered the rover. And Kerbal chat's crashed as well. That's fine. All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. So I'm going to take a break. Yeah, streaming for 2 hours, 38 minutes, 41 seconds. It's 2:56 in the morning. Chatters were Lucas. We had Real Rocky. We had Gary Blue. I think that was all the chatters I noticed. Yeah. Oh, there's someone else, wasn't there earlier? I'll just scroll. And my cat is meowing, so it's time to go. All right. Thanks for being here, and good night, good morning.